'cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Hello, welcome to Writing, Recording, and Mixing a Song Start to Finish, the show where I, believe it or not, write, record, and mix a song start to finish. This is a big picture show. I'm not going to teach you the absolute nuts and bolts, but I am going to explain why I'm making the decisions I make when I make music and how I use the tools available to me. I hope you find it useful. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Here we are in our trusty old Reaper. I don't have any super clear plan for today, except for this guy who I just slammed against the wall. I've got this amp here. It's down here. I tried to get it in a spot where you could see it, but it was pretty unsuccessful. But I have this amp here. It's the Ampeg BA115, which I just learned today is actually a bass amp, but maybe we'll record some bass with it later. We're going to start just with guitar. It sounds pretty good on guitar, honestly. I don't have a better amp, that's for sure. So, yeah, let's start with a little noodling. This guitar is not staying in tune right now. I might give up on the paying your respects idea and use a guitar worth its salt. The secret is neither of my guitars are very good. But I have what I have. So, all right, hang on. Alternative idea. How about we play an instrument I know sounds good? This one. Yeah, I'm down to follow this thread. Let's just do acoustic. Yeah, I'm just going to use this guy because it's easy, honestly. It's not the mic I would normally use to record something like this, but it's going to work fine. We'll bring it kind of down here. Let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, I'm just gonna record that kind of a loop. I'll just record it a couple times, and I don't know. We'll comp together a take that sounds good because I don't. Spoiler alert: I'm not excellent at guitar. I do my best. I like playing guitar, but yeah, I'm not as proficient as I'd like to be. All right, that's a good enough loop. I feel good enough about that. It's not great, but we're just I don't know. We're gonna take what we have for now. We're gonna keep moving. So let's just start with this loop here. Now you might be thinking that doesn't sound very good, and you're right. But I think maybe we should just double it, like record on top of it, the same thing. And try to make sure, be really, really conscious about trying to be as like clean as possible, like right in time with it. And then we can, I don't know, I think that'll beef up the sound quite a bit. It's a technique I do a lot. So there's probably enough there for me to kind of create a double that sounds pretty good. Hopefully. I don't want to re-record again. So stop recording from this, and let's listen. I feel like the third take was pretty decent. It's not horrible. It's not great. So I'm going to take, so here, when we record in Reaper, it does this cool thing where it kind of stacks all the takes on top of itself. And then you can just kind of like pick which one you want, which is really, really, really cool. But for right now, I'm going to clean up all this crap. For right now, what I want to do is I'm going to take this right click, take, I'm going to explode all takes to new tracks. And that just takes all 4 takes, and it puts them on their own track. And sometimes I just find that easier to work with a little bit more visual for me. We'll delete this. So yeah, here we have our 4. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this one on top. So this is our main one, main guitar that we're trying to match. We want to match this one. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take our main guitar. Well, first, let's make another track. I'm going to group all these in there. And this one's going to be double guitar, right? And just so it becomes easier to hear, and I do recommend you use headphones for this stream, but I'm going to pan one of them a bit to the left and one of them a bit to the right. So I can kind of hear the separation between them a little bit and try to match them up a little bit better. Yeah, so that's like all of them at the same time. It doesn't sound horrible, does it? But I don't know. I don't want to get that big quite yet. So let's start with just like. You know what? That's pretty good. Yeah. Why not? So let's stick with these two for now. We'll put this on this track, and we'll just mute these ones for now. We'll hold on to these recordings. They might come in handy later. But for now, we just want to hear these two. And just so you know, like, obviously this is just like, it's an 8-bar loop, and yeah, I can probably just loop it and it'll sound okay. But in reality, it would be better to kind of like, I don't know, play through it all the way through, in a couple of takes with the guitar, so it sounds a little bit more human. But I'm only one person, and this song isn't written yet, right? I can't play through the whole song because it's not written yet. So yeah, I only have this little loop for now, but as I start to construct the song and record the other parts, I'll start to kind of figure out what the song is, and then maybe, on another day, it's not going to be today, once the song is all constructed, I would go through and maybe re-record it once I know what the song is and kind of play it a little bit more organically. But today, there's no time to be organic. I'm just trying to write it. It doesn't exist yet. So, we'll just be looping things. It'll be fine. It's not going to sound studio quality, but it's never stopped me before. So, yeah. Let's put a little bit of work into the mixing to kind of get these guitars to sound sort of okay, because they sound a little lifeless right now. I'm just gonna have a bus called Acoustic, and we'll just stick these guys in here, like that. Okay. Yeah, let's. So let's double down on this kind of space thing. We'll pan them a little bit wider, like 44% each. And then we'll start with an EQ. And let's listen. Okay, so the first thing that I pretty much always do is just a high pass, kind of cutting off the really low frequencies that we just don't need. Like, it's not even a super audible difference, but that's kind of the point, is it's not audible, but there are still frequencies down there, there's still sound, and we just want to cut it out because it's not audible, but the computer still hears it and it's taking up headspace in our headroom in our mix. So just get rid of it. Yeah, so then I'm going to cut just a little bit towards these like kind of low mids. And the reason is just because it's a little bit boxy, a little bit boomy. I find generally with acoustic guitars, you can kind of cut a little bit around here, and it tends to kind of dominate the mix a little bit less in a bad way. Yeah, I don't know. I find these frequencies can be really strong with acoustic guitars, and I usually don't want that. And then we're going to pull up some of these high frequencies here. Yeah, that just gives the acoustic a little bit more life. Now we're going to compress the crap out of it, I think, because it's very, I don't know. It needs to be bigger. So that might be a little too much, but yeah. So I mean, all I'm doing with this compressor is well, what a compressor does is basically I set a threshold here of how loud, and then basically it just turns down any peaks that go louder than that by the ratio I set. So I'm going like 2.5 here. So then anything above this level just gets turned down. How does the ratio actually work? It's like I think for every 2.5 decibels it goes above, or for every decibel it goes above, it gets turned down 2.5 decibels. I think that's how it works. And then, yeah, fairly quick attack and just kind of, so we're just kind of grabbing the peaks and we're not holding over longer than that. And that's all we really need for that. Let's put some like reverb on it or something so it sounds a little bit less flat, because I don't have the advantage of using a good microphone on it because I'm lazy, because it was plugged into a different thing. So we'll just call this a good acoustic verb, and we'll put our favorite plugin, Perfect Room, on it. And then we will send this over to it, send it to the acoustic verb, and we want 100% mix. And it sounds like this. Let's just loop just this part, please. Thank you. Yeah, pretty simple. So all I did there is just added this reverb. I mean, yeah, pretty quick tail. Well, not that quick, actually. Maybe we'll go a little quicker, but... Yeah, so basically it just makes it sound like it's in a room. I really like this plugin. It's called Denise. Perfect Room by Denise. Denise, D-E-N-I-S-E. It's great. And that just kind of makes the acoustic speak a little bit more. That's good enough for our purposes for now. So let's record some bass. So, all right, here she is, my beautiful purple 3/4 size bass guitar. It's a lot of fun. I think simpler is probably better for this kind of a thing. I think maybe just offbeats. We're kind of feeling pretty good. So let's just record it. Let's just hit go and see if anything fun comes out. Yeah, I think we just stay simple with straight offbeats, no fills or anything. We don't need anything fancy. Yeah, I'm just going to take this last one and kind of clean it up a little bit. It needs a little bit of editing, but that's fine. So take this last one, we're going to crop it to the active take, so we lose the other one. And cool, let's dig into it for a second. That one's early. Don't like that. Hate things early. Why is my snapping's always so lame? Give me 16th notes, please. Thank you. Turn it on. This one and that one, and this, we'll make sure it's on the offbeat. It's not too bad. It's not perfect, but let's take this. And honestly, this needs, yeah, to at least kind of end. There we go. And then for looping purposes, take off that. Cool. Now let's mix it in real quick, at least a little bit, kind of get it sounding somewhat decent. I know this stream is write, record, and mix, but that is not necessarily the order we're going to be doing things. Those are just 3 of the tasks. I find it, well, the way my process ends up working is I record something, and then I like to kind of mix it a little bit, right, to kind of get it to where it should sort of sound. And that just so that it gives me a better idea of like what it will sound like, and then usually that will end up influencing my decisions in my writing decisions. So they all I do kind of all 3 at once, and they kind of inform each other as opposed to just straight like writing it and then recording it and then mixing it. Although sometimes I do that, like hint hint, the album I'm working on right now, hint hint, there's an album, hint, has all been written, and now I'm recording it and then I'm gonna mix it. Like it's all kind of that style of making music. But for this kind of thing, it's when you're making something in like 3 hours, it's better to just kind of I don't know, kind of do all 3 at the same time. So let's get into this bass a little bit. Let's start with the old EQ. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to high pass it. And I know that seems weird because it's a bass. Shouldn't you want the low frequencies? And the answer is, yeah, you want some of the low frequencies, but anything below, let's say 60 hertz, maybe 70 hertz, is not really necessary for the bass guitar and will end up taking the room from the kick drum. And we want kick drum. We don't have any kick drum in here yet, but we just don't need anything this low. And you can barely hear it, at least, especially on headphones. I'm sure if I had a subwoofer, I could hear it more, but you just don't need it for the bass. And then you can pull out or pull up the more fundamental frequencies of a bass, which is like, I don't know, 200 to 300 hertz. And we'll just pull the high end down a little bit. There's not a lot of it, but we just don't really need it, so we'll kind of pull it down a little bit. And that's simple enough. Now we should compress it probably, because we have a couple that are louder than others, and we want this to feel pretty flat generally. So we'll take the compressor. So again, we just set a threshold for where we want to start pulling things down. And then set out how much we want to do it. Cool. And then we'll just bring it up in volume a little bit. There you go. That sounds a little bit better, a little bit flatter. And then we'll pull it down in volume. It was a little bit too loud. Cool. Let's pull out the old keyboard. Yeah, so like... Yeah, I'm just gonna record and see what we end up with. Little jam sesh. Okay, we'll keep these as because it has some fun variations. But let's do a recording where we just nail like the very fundamental part. Just so we have one. Yeah, and we'll fix this first note because I'm gonna be late every time. Here we go. Oop. Cancel. Record. Thank you. And let's do it. That's fine. I only need one loop of it. Cool. So we're gonna take this. I'm gonna bring it back up to me. Hello. We're gonna take this. We're just gonna explode it to new tracks. So we have all our takes. Oh, and it only did it for this part. But that's okay. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna hold on to all this, I guess. Oh, geez, how do I do this? Well, if I do that, does it still exist? Yeah, it does. Okay. So we'll make these as long as they actually are. Make sure we have all of it. There it is. Get rid of that little thing. But then we're gonna use this. This is. And we need to fix this first note in time. Come on. Oop. Okay. It's just late. And then it has no pedal for whatever reason. So we'll go ahead and we'll just draw it in. Get rid of that, and yeah, we can just kind of loop this. So this feels kind of chorusy to me. You know, like this is the chorus of this song. We could start attempting to write like verses. Yeah, kind of finding like more of an actual structure. And I'd be fine with a song like this just to be like verse, chorus, verse, or something. Like verse, chorus, outro. Like, I don't know if we need much more than that. I don't know if I have the time to do much more than that. You know what? I'm going to write it on piano because it's just an instrument I speak better. Dum boom bum boom ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum All right, here we go. For real this time. There you go. That's the verse. Could you hear me? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's do acoustic. Okay, so I'm gonna explode these out again. Get rid of this, and then we'll just play both of them. It's not the greatest in the world, but who cares? Bass. All right. Okay, that should be enough to work with. We'll take this last one. Let's just listen to it for a second. So I messed up that one. I'm just gonna. I wonder if this one's good on that same one. Yeah, it's fine. So we'll just take that, and we'll select that take for these ones. And there you go. You have a comped take in Reaper. It's that easy. It's awesome. Okay. Okay, so that's the verse, I think. And then, so let's see if we can kind of construct this maybe the way it should be. So I think 4 repetitions of this is definitely too much. Of the chorus part. So we'll just get rid of, and we'll cut these down. We'll do 2 for now. We'll see if that's what we want. It might be too long, but so we'll got to reorder these the way they should be. So we'll start there, and then we go into the chorus, right? I mean, in theory, right here. these down. Oop, too much. Cut these down, cut this one. Okay. Oop, cut these. Just so things kind of layer nicely. And we'll grab this. And we'll start it where it starts, which is on the 1. Cool, and then we need our guitars to kind of blend a little bit better. We're missing our attack here. And we're gonna kind of let this hold over. It's not horrible. Should we add some drums? I feel like we need some drums. It's gonna be kind of weird because I don't have like real drums, and this is a very like sort of a real track with real instruments. Not very electronic, but the drums are gonna be electronic because that's what I have. So I don't know, might be interesting to see how it goes. So let's do something kind of simple with drums. Drums. Down. Cool. Let's just get like a, well, okay. I have some sort of acoustic-y samples. Drums, one shots, acoustic drums, acoustic kicks. That is a very like clean kind of kick drum sound, so we'll grab that. Snares. And that's a pretty clean kind of sound. 15. And the winner is... All right, we're going with the 15 one. Pretty simple. And then some hats. Ooh, yeah, that one sounds pretty real. And maybe an open hat. Why do I only have open and closes? It's kind of dumb. All right, well, no open hat. We'll start uber simple. Hello, isn't it? Thank you. Okay. Literally, we're gonna start 1, 2, 3. 1, kick, snare, hat. Toss them under the drums. Kick, snare, hat. Okay. I'm thinking literally like almost disco-y, I guess. Not really, but. Why does that sound like that? Oops. Yeah, I mean, that simple. See, don't fade them in. Here we go. Cool. Boom, tit, cut, tit. Boom. Oop. And and probably like just 2 hits here, and that's it. Bit of like a crescendo on them almost. Yeah, simple enough. Now I need to line it up with the acoustic guitar, which I don't think is like perfectly in time. So, yeah, so our hi-hat is late compared to these acoustics. So just slide it. Oop, don't do that. Slide it over just a little bit. Yeah, so that's good enough for me. And then we'll just loop it. Loop, loop, loop. Here we go. It's very exciting. Loop. Cool. And we'll do like a fill here. Maybe something super simple. Da da da. A little bit of. We'll probably do one halfway through too. This goes da ga ga. Da ga ga. E and a. It's not what I wanted. Is it one more? Yeah, screw it. We'll do nothing. Let's do nothing instead. All right, so now's a good time to try to like mix the bass and the kick a little bit to get them to play nicely with each other. So we're gonna open up, this is our EQ for our bass, and let's make an EQ for our kick drum. And let's just listen. Yeah, so, I mean, that's a little better already. So just cutting the very, very low frequencies off. The kick drum, the frequencies that are literally subhuman. You don't need them, get rid of them. And then boosting around 60 hertz is pretty standard. And then I'm going to cut out just a little bit. Some of these frequencies around 200 to 500, where you'll see we're like boosting over here, kind of doing like the opposite thing. Just so they clash less, right? Yeah, it doesn't bother me. The timing bothers me. They're not together, but we're gonna ignore it for now. Yeah, so that's a little bit better already. Like, if it was a really problem, we could kind of sidechain the kick to the bass and kind of just make it duck a little bit so we don't have any interference. But these seem to be working well enough for me for now, for these purposes. All right, we're gonna beef up the drums a little bit. We're gonna start just with a compressor on the whole thing. We're gonna lightly kind of compress the whole drums. Yeah, that just kind of glues it together a little bit. And then we'll put them in a room, like I always do. Drum room. And we'll give ourselves our Denise Perfect room again. We will send our drums to it, to the drum room. 100% mix. Right? Just a little bit. Goes from this to this. And then, honestly, we might just keep this drum pattern for the chorus. I don't know. Yeah, so our hi-hat doesn't really line up in the chorus parts. It's like it's early now, so let's put it on the beat and see. Maybe not. You know what? It sounds okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. Cut. We'll do kick drums in between. Ba ka And we'll tuck it. Yeah, you know, it's a little rough, but it's been rough. Look, they can't all be bangers, all right? It's okay. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it either way. kind of cool. Dun, 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 dun. Should we write some lyrics? Should we go down this road? Let's start with the chorus. I kind of like this. So, okay, here we go. Give me the old notepad. Oop. Hey, that's lo-fi be like. Goodbye. Okay. So cause I'll just keep on walking. Cause I'll just keep on walking. Hang on. Cause I'll just keep on walking as people don't keep talking. And I'm running to the end. I'm moving towards the end. I'm break the chain. This is there's a lot of songs that are like this, isn't there? Okay. Cause I'll just keep on walking as and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you oughta know. Oughta? How? Oughta know. Is that how you spell oughta? How do you spell oughta? You oughta know? Ought to? Well, whatever. Well, you oughta know. Oughta know the falling snow will never. Well, you oughta know the falling snow will never stick to what I know. So I'll keep running to the end. Maybe. We'll never find a warmer home. That sounds like it might mean something. Ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. So I'll just keep running to the grave, to the end, to the end. We don't need to get morbid with it. I feel like we should keep the word walking. We were walking before. Why are we running later? I don't know. Keep on walking. You'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. So I'll just keep walking to the end. It sounds like it should mean something, but I don't know what it means. It doesn't mean anything. We ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. So I'll just keep walking to the end. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. Screw it. 'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. So I'll just keep walking to the end. Yeah. Let's try 'em. 'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home. So keep running to the end. Fuck. Yeah, so I'm adding a compressor not to compress right now, although I probably will, just to add some gain so I can hear it louder. Thanks, Lily. Appreciate it. I try. 'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking.
just keep walking to the end.
That was not bad.
On walk, 'cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah, that one's not bad too. I wonder if they. Stop. I wonder if they stack. Oh my God! Please don't. Let's explode. I do this a lot. Do it every time, pretty much. Get rid of this track. Get rid of that track. Get rid of that track. Get rid of that. Pop them in, please. Thank you. Okay, solos. Ugh. All right, let's see if these stack nicely.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking.
Nope, they don't. They don't stack good.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking.
All right, we're gonna keep. Was it this one?
'Cause I'll just.
Is this one? This is the best one.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah, it's not bad. We don't need the other ones. Delete them. Delete. Let's make this sound a little bit better. Take our vocals. So we will compress it, but let's do an EQ before the compressor.
'Cause I'll just keep on
take
walking,
the high pass,
and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the.
So I just know at this point from experience, kind of the way to EQ my specific voice, especially through this microphone, because I've been doing it a lot lately. So I know kind of boosting right around 5K tends to give it a little bit of life, and then cutting very specifically at 700 for some reason really opens things up.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking,
Because
and you'll just keep.
those are the frequencies I'm cutting out. I don't know why they tend to interact. They interact with the acoustic a lot. So I just kind of pull them out a little bit, 5 or 6 decibels, kind of like that.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking.
So it's important when you're mixing to have a reason for why you're doing things. People sometimes just compress things because they think you're supposed to compress them. There's a very good reason for me to be compressing these vocals right now. And if you listen, it's because when we get to like this bit where I'm kind of flipping between the falsetto and kind of full voice or head voice, I guess, we have a lot of variation in levels. Some of the words are nice and clear, and then other ones kind of really dip down.
Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just.
Right? So we have like kind of loud in the beginning, and then it gets quieter. So we compress them to kind of make them all closer to the same volume. Literally just compress the waveform, right? And vocals, you can kind of get away with compressing them quite a bit.
Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Right? So already that kind of levels things out a little bit.
Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
It's pretty simple. I might kind of do a little bit short of a release.
Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
It's kind of fun.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking.
At this point, we're really clipping. I'm mixing too close to 0, so I'm just gonna pull everything down a couple decibels, like all our instruments and everything. Our drums, keyscape.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just so I'll just keep walking to the end.
There you go. That way we're not clipping, I guess. It's a little imprecise what I just did, but I've been doing this 2.5 hours. I gotta move quickly. So now, usually for choruses, it tends to be good to double the vocals, and it's a little tricky because you have to double it pretty precisely, otherwise it just doesn't work. So I'm going to attempt to add another layer to this, and just double the same pitches, literally a unison part, not doing any harmonies or anything, but just the same part again, and see if I can get something kind of satisfying to sound. And then you can kind of pan them, and you get the chorus to sound bigger, basically. So give me this guy again. Turn it on. Excellent. I'll bring you up. Hello, what's up? And let's see if we can nail this. I'm gonna do a couple of passes, just trying it, not recording. Screw it. We'll just record every time. Let's see what happens. And when I double vocals, sometimes it helps me if I kind of pan one to the left a little bit and pan one to the right, just so I can kind of hear the separation between what's already there and what I'm recording. So what's already there is in the left ear, and then what I'm recording is going to be in the right ear. And that can kind of help me stay listening. I don't know, it helps me hear what's actually there more, in addition to what I'm doing on top of it. So let's try it.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
This is tough. It's tough. Not easy. Ugh.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah. Should I do some harmonies for the fun of it? What would a harmony sound like if I was to do it? Ugh.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Go down an octave. Yeah, so we're gonna explode all takes new tracks, and we have all these tracks. Very good. All the harmony ones get rid of for now. We'll look at that later. Let's listen to how these kind of stack when I just play all of them.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking.
Oop, some of those are.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you...
These need to be in here.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
It's a little too much. So we definitely don't want all of them. Let's start with just the first one. See how that sounds.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know.
Nope, it's bad. Let's do the next one.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Don't love it.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home.
Ugh. Are any of them good?
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
That's the best one. It's not great, but it's the best one, so we'll just do it. We'll get rid of the others. Don't need them. Get rid of all these. So now we have this.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking.
And it sounds pretty good, but if I spread them out a little bit, just a little bit, it really opens up.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah. So let's look at some of these harmonies, see if I have any of them that are worth anything like that.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
That's actually a cool idea. I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you never know. Just the octave down for that. Gotta have enough good takes to stack it.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Cool. Cool. So, take these. These, yeah, we can have them in chorus vocals, but we'll make this harmony track, and then we'll group these guys in there. I dig the whistle for a few bars. Just a few bars, or like, what do you mean by that? Like just part of the phrase? I feel like if the whistle was stronger, it might work, but there's some parts where it's just like weak. I didn't hit the notes right.
'Cause I'll just...
So, real quick with these harmonies, the way to make harmony sound good, you just pan the voices all over the place, left and right. We'll do like one kind of towards center.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking,
There you go.
and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
There you go. Sounds kind of cool. And then these tracks we can delete. We don't need them. Ended up with a lot of tracks here. Let's put on a vocal reverb, box verb. And believe it or not, we're going to do exactly the same thing we keep doing. So we're going to grab Perfect Room from over here, put it over there. Oh wow, you can't see these tracks in the mixer. I didn't expect to make this many tracks normally. But anyway, here it is. You can see it kind of here. Denny's Perfect Room. There you go. We're going to take our vocals and we're going to send it over to that track. Vox verb. Here it is. And now, see, now I'm going through the verb. Okay, yeah, we don't want my voice going through. Cool, and what do we want to set this at? Let's take a listen to just the vocals.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Pretty cool. Have to clean up a little bit. Main left, main right. And then these two are unused. Get rid of them. Okay, and we're gonna pull these down just a little bit. It's a little bit too loud, just all around.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking.
A little too much delay there.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Kind of cool in context.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Let's fix all that. Yeah, so we have all these like tails of things. We don't need any of that. No thanks. We'll just kind of fade them in a little bit. It's bad form to be talking before your vocal take starts. That's chorus vocals for you. Okay, so we're having an issue, and we've been having an issue the whole time, but I've just been kind of ignoring it, where we're clipping on the master. You don't want to be clipping on the master. It's no good. You're not supposed to do that. I have a compressor on it, and this is not actually doing any real work. This just basically is setting a threshold, and then totally it's limiting. So if anything goes above like 0.7, it just cuts it right off. And the purpose of doing that is so it's not actually like super loud sending to you guys. So we're gonna add like a real compressor that's actually doing a little bit of work before that. So just put a compressor up front, and it's important. You got to be careful adding effects to your master track. You can really screw things up. You have to be very careful. So I'm just gonna like slightly kiss the tops of the peaks coming in this song, and just turn them down just a little bit, and that should make the whole song feel a little bit more together. They call it glue. People say compressors glue things. I don't know. You can call it that if you want. I'm not going to be doing that much, but really I'm just trying to control the very tops so that we're not going above 0, because we don't want to be going above 0. It's not good. So
I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
right, so what I'm doing here, I'm just barely touching it. You'll see the max, so this number at the very top of the red bar tells you how much gain reduction you're getting, how much it's turning things down. And if we listen,
I'll just keep on walking.
It's turning things down by like 0.7 decibels. We are still somehow clipping. I don't like that. We're not turning anything up. That's weird. We'll kiss it a little bit more. Just come down just a tiny bit.
I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end.
Yeah, so now at most I'm getting 1 decibel of gain reduction, which is not a lot, which is very, very simple. And then usually you want a release that's a little bit longer. You don't want things like super pumping from the master track. You just want things to be very subtle. The release basically just says how long does it take, once we've cut the volume down, how long does it take to return to normal? And we don't want it just to be like, ooh, 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 anytime there's something loud. We just want it to kind of be like, oh, oh. Right? It's a very, very subtle thing on the master. You don't want to do anything too crazy. So we have like here I did like a little piano solo. That could be cool to kind of introduce, like maybe on a repeat of the chorus, or yeah, let's try it for fun, just for fun. So we take our chorus here, repeat it. see if this works. It was really not very good, was it? Maybe I'll just record my own solo.
Walking to the end.
First of all, I need it to be like significantly louder. I can't hear it at all. Yeah, we'll do it with automation. Cool. All right, let's do another one. This first one is kind of like the most. I wish I went ba-da. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna make it go ba-da. Because then the idea kind of stays together. My roommate's home. I guess it's that long? Yeah. Quick cheat, and now what does it sound like? And then we'll cheat and we'll comp. And then there's a couple of bum notes here. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Let's think about like vocals and kind of ideas to fill out this verse. All right, let's pull up the trusty old notepad and think about this a little bit. So what's leading up to this idea? Because I'll just keep on walking and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the fallen snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just keep walking to the end. Maybe somebody's telling you off. Somebody's telling you you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna keep walking. How dare you try to keep walking? And I'm like, nah, I'll just keep on walking. You just keep on talking here. In a New York accent or something. Is that what I'm doing here? I don't know. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. David Bowie. All right, let's fix this. Start with an EQ. First. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Yeah, get a little bit of the low end in there. Easy enough. And this. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. It's oddly, I'm compressing the crap out of it. It's oddly volatile. It's kind of weird. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Yeah, so quickly what I did on here. I'm getting a lot of sibilants, which are the S noises in vocals and anything, I guess. But so I threw on a de-esser, which fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. So I'm trying to get it to, basically it ducks anytime I have a big, like, s noise. Fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. On my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. I want less of the verb, too. On my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Yeah, it's not sitting super well. I think it's an interaction with the acoustic guitar. So let's on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, if words have meaning, this ain't the place. It is better, a little bit. I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna throw a R bass on there, on here. Try to beef them up a little bit. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place. Winter fell down. That beefs it up a little bit. It sounds a little better. Yeah. Cool. So I'm gonna play it from start to finish, and that's gonna be it. It's gonna be the end of the stream. Here it is from the beginning. Let's do it. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place.
'Cause I'll just keep on walking, and you'll just keep on talking. Well, you ought to know the falling snow will never find a warmer home, so I'll just
Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. I originally streamed this live on Twitch at twitch.tv/oddlymetered. Come follow me, come check it out. I stream every Sunday and Wednesday. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. The winter fell down softly on my face and whispered coldly, sternly, you have bad taste. Well, la-di-da, I say, I'll just be there anyway. If words have meaning, this ain't the place.